Laying down.
Well,
that's what they do when they get lay down and watch TV. I have friends
All right, good morning, everyone. It's 9 a.m., so I'm going to get started. Thank you all for coming today. I got my computer up and working, so we are live today, which is awesome. I know we've had some technical difficulties a couple of the past few weeks, so I do apologize for that, but I'm going to really try and make sure that I have the right technology running so that we can keep these going and have the recordings available on our YouTube to watch afterwards. So again, I apologize for those technical difficulties, but we're going to work them out. We are on the air now. Woohoo! So hello everyone at home. Please make sure that your microphones are muted just so that everybody can hear. We're going to get started with an event review today. It's been a pretty slow week at the lodge because it was a holiday week, but we had an amazing 4th of July. We did a big backyard barbecue, a car parade, which included the Trilogy Car Club and a lot of the unofficial Trilogy Bike Club. So that was a really great time. We got to drive all around the neighborhoods, and a ton of people came out this year. So it was really great to see people standing on the corners and waving. And yeah, it was really awesome. We were really excited to have that happen. So I included some fun pictures. We've got pictures of the cars and the bike club. We also, I did a bunch of decorating this year. I decided to go for sidewalk chalk. So we had like signs written on the ground that pointed people in the direction of the games and then the direction of the dessert table and then like a happy 4th of July. It gave it a real like backyard barbecue feel. We also brought in artist Dane Norman, and he played some beautiful acoustic guitar. He played some fantastic covers of classic music, and he also played a bunch of his originals, which were really surprisingly great. So we were really happy to have him, and as always, our food and beverage team did an amazing job. They cooked up some delicious hot dogs and hamburgers. We had some macaroni salad. We had corn. We had our spinberry salad and some really delicious red, white, and blue berry and pound cake trifles. So that was a really great time. I had a lot of fun. It was actually kind of a personal accomplishment for me because it was the biggest party that I've thrown so far since I've been here. So I was really excited to put that together and just sort of be there for it.
Having all the staff revert to their childhood. Great fun. They had people blowing bubbles.
Yeah.
Walking the sidewalk.
Yeah, we were trying to make it like a fun environment by having the staff do, like you said, blow bubbles and do sidewalk chalk. And we had staff members in the back playing games to try and encourage people to go and just, let your childhood come out and enjoy yourself on the 4th of July, which honestly is one of my favorite holidays. I personally love fireworks, and, just the backyard barbecue community of it all has always been really special to me. So, like I said, I had a really good time. We also had a bunch of our staff had like little temporary face tattoos on with the red, white, and blue and everything. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was the only event that I did this week. So event reviews are going to be a little shorter than normal this time around. It was a big one, yeah.
I just want to say, we didn't come here, but we went by, and I couldn't believe how quickly everybody took care of stuff. It was just, you guys did an awesome job.
Oh, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Yeah, we tried. The breakdown and setup was actually much quicker. We were lucky enough to have, I think, 12 front of house staff members on all at once, and everybody just did such an amazing job. So it was up and down, and everybody got to come and have a good time without feeling rushed, but we were still able to clean up. And then, our staff got to have their evenings with their families as well, which is always really important for us here. Okay, so this month, for the month of July, the entire month of July, I'm doing a donation drive for Helping Hands House. This is a really amazing organization that is located in Puyallup, and what they do is they help families that are down on their luck, and they help them get reset up in a home. And what they do is they make sure to provide these people with a safe place to live, especially families with children. And What they go for is the all-inclusive approach. So what they want to do is they want to be able to make sure that you have food and paper towels and laundry detergent and everything that you can possibly need to get back on your feet so that families don't end up on the streets. So there is a news post up right now, and there is a link in there that details all of the things that they need. So if you're feeling generous this month, definitely go in and see. The things that they need are really basic stuff. Things like I said, laundry detergent, paper towels, Q-tips, hair soap, stuff like that. So we'll be accepting donations for the Helping Hands House through the end of July. So make sure you drop it off between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. at the concierge desk, whatever you would like to bring. There are some requests on there for larger items such as mattresses and such. If you want to donate something large like that, please contact me first so that I can coordinate a way and a place to store it and all of that. But I am more than happy to definitely get a larger donation out to them if that's something that you'd like to do. So just make sure you let me know if you're going to go that direction. But otherwise, just dropping off a handful of things would be super helpful for this organization. All right, National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. This is going to be Friday, August 4th. We're going to be talking mostly about August. July, although it just started, we have talked about a lot of the events that we're doing in July. So we're going to be talking a lot about what I have going in August. National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, we are just going to be offering free chocolate chip cookies in the lodge. So make sure you come down between those hours. The food and beverage team is going to put out chocolate chip cookies at the concierge desk. And it's just going to be a little way to honor, in my opinion, the best cookie. But I know that lots of people have different opinions on that.
And as I recall, last year they were warm.
Ooh.
Nothing better than a warm chocolate.
That's true. There is nothing better than a warm chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, so we're going to try and offer them for an entire hour, but it is as supplies last. Of course, we can't have the kitchen turning out free cookies all day long, as much as we would like to do that. I know, right? It sucks. All right. Okay, Lodge Fest is the day after the National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. This is going to be a huge lodge-wide party, and it's going to be 50s themed. We're going to have a really excellent DJ come in, and he's going to teach 50s style dance lessons. We're encouraging people to come fully dressed up in their best 50s regalia. We're going to have stationary food stations located around the lodge. They're also going to be passing appetizers. Everybody that comes through the door can get a complimentary free mocktail if they so choose, and there will be alcohol available for purchase if you like to partake. If not, it's still going to be a great time and a really fun get-together. I'm really excited. Paula and I are partnering with another Trilogy lifestyle coordinator from a different location in Idaho. So she's going to be here during that time, just sort of seeing what it's like to throw a big party at a lodge, because her lodge is actually not built yet. So, yes. Oh, really? Yeah, Crystal is her name, and I've heard that she's amazing too. She has no lodge, and yet she still manages to do all of these amazing outings for her members and still keep people engaged before the lodge is built. So she's been doing a really great job at that. Yeah.
This is a stupid question, but what is the 50s? I mean, I'm so old, I don't remember what the 50s is.
So we're thinking poodle skirts and the twist and the sock hop and things like that are 50s themed. Unfortunately, the food in the 50s was pretty disgusting. So I'm sure some people here remember better than I do, but I've seen pictures, and so we're trying to keep it in the 50s theme, but trust me, there will be no aspic on the menu. We promise. No spam. Nope, we're not doing spam. We are doing Hawaiian chicken bowls, though, to give a little ode. I know the 50s had a lot of Hawaiian food that was involved because of Pearl Harbor and all of that. So we're going to be trying to celebrate that era. Of course, we're not an era police. If your costume or something falls a little bit outside, nobody cares. It's just a chance to come and have fun at the lodge. So there are still some tickets left for that. Make sure you register on MTL. we're about a month out, so no rush, but I just want to make sure everybody knows that this really big party will be happening on August 5th. Okay, cooking demo. Which one is this? Oh yes, this is the cooking demo with Dino. There are still tickets available for this because it is posted so far ahead of time. Usually these sell out very fast. So if you don't usually get to go to one of Dino's cooking demos, I really recommend going. He does an amazing job. He's going to be doing miso salmon and ginger rice. So you're going to be able to eat a delicious meal of salmon and rice and also be taught by a professional chef how to make that. So these are a really great time. Definitely get your tickets because they will start selling out very soon. National Book Lovers Day is also coming up in August. What we are doing is we are having a tea and macaron party and a book swap in Hawk's Nest. It's going to be a lot of fun. The idea is that you bring a book that you enjoyed. It doesn't have to be a brand new copy. It doesn't even have to be your favorite book, just a book that you feel like you would like to share with somebody else. And you're going to trade it with somebody else at the party. So you're going to leave with a different book than you came with, and everybody will have a great conversation starter for the tea party to talk about the novel that they brought in. It can be any genre. It can be new or used. Just bring whatever you enjoy, and it will help with creative conversations, and we'll all get to talk about our favorite literature, which is personally really important to me. I have a degree in English from the University of Washington, as some of you may know. So I'm really excited for that day. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I added another movie night. We were watching the 2003 version of The Italian Job, not the older one. I believe that one came out in the 80s. I actually did not know that this was a remake until I went to post the movie description of this. So I learned something new that day. But yeah, this is a really fun movie. It's sort of a heist movie, and everybody drives around little Mini Coopers, and it's kind of an action movie, but it's still very funny. So I think it's relatable to all audiences. Definitely get some tickets for this one. I am continuing our monthly movie nights. They've been a huge hit. So I'm definitely going to keep doing that. The one that we're having in July is Mamma Mia, and there are still tickets available for that. It is next Thursday. So if you wanted to come and see Mamma Mia, there's probably going to be a lot of singing along that people are going to be doing. A lot of the music, actually, I think all of the songs in that movie are by ABBA. So a little bit of an older skew to the music, and they did covers of it in the movie. So if you want to come, definitely get some tickets for that. There are still some left. And then in August, we're having The Italian Job. I haven't decided on September yet, but we'll see. All right, I am doing, is this mine? Yes, this is my August cooking demo. As we've talked about in July, I am doing Hawaiian Spam Musubi. I believe that is already sold out, but this is my August one. I'm going to be doing eggplant parmesan. The Trilogy monthly theme for August is commit to fit. So I'm going to try and do a little bit of a healthier version of an eggplant parmesan so that you can, I know, it's still going to be deep fried, don't worry. It's the healthiest decadent meal I could think of. I didn't want to make a salad. Who wants to come for that, right? So we're going to do a little bit of a healthier twist on eggplant parmesan, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you get tickets. That was only posted a couple of days ago, but there are still quite a few already sold. So as always, look on MTL for that. Okay, upcoming next week. I'm gonna have to turn around for this. Okay, upcoming next week, I just wanted to remind everyone that we have a big wedding going on today at the lodge. Everyone here already knows. Everything's sort of torn apart and chairs are set up everywhere. All member-led clubs and fitness classes are canceled for today, but the base camp is still open, as well as the mantle will be open, and the grand living room, of course, is still open. Hawk's Nest, 2 tides, flow, and 4 suits are all being used for the wedding. So if you come down to the lodge and are confused why everything is torn apart, that's what's going on today. We're really excited to host the bride and groom. Let's see. Tuesday, we are having a cooking demo. This is going to be Dino's chicken and sausage puttanesca cooking demo. that will be absolutely delicious. I'm sure the lodge is just going to smell so good. I know Sandy already knows every time there's a cooking demo, it just stinks up the whole place in the best way. Yeah. Like, oh man, I just had breakfast, but now I'm hungry again. We're also having a Sips and Supper with Catherine that evening. Wednesday is our happier hour. I don't know why it says menu, but it is our weekly happier hour. We just started a new menu last week, so we have some newer items on there if you want to come down and give our happier hour a try. Also, we had a really fun treat for happier hour. We discovered some new workarounds with the liquor laws where we are able to use our stanchions and they count as an extension of the lodge if we do a little fenced in area with the little stanchions that we have. So what we were able to do was we were able to extend the grand living room out the back last happier hour. And so people were able to sit on the back patio around the fireplace and enjoy their alcohol out there without breaking any liquor laws. So we were really excited to learn that. And we're definitely going to be making use of that new experience so that we can enhance some events and sort of make the spaces a little bit bigger. I know, with the pond, it is such a nice spot. So I think that we're going to continue to do that, maybe always in that area, maybe in some other areas, but we're definitely going to try and incorporate it into a lot more things. We also...
Is that really the 12th?
What?
It should be the 12th.
Thursday?
Wednesday.
Wait.
Instead of the 5th.
Oh, yeah. See, look, I did bad. I didn't delete menu and I didn't change the date on this. Yeah, it is the 12th and then the 13th. So actually beginning at the beginning of this week is Beat the Heat Week. So we're doing several different events for Beat the Heat Week. We're doing the Mamma Mia music night for a Beat the Heat movie night. We are doing, which is on Thursday. We are doing a Top Golf experience, which is on Saturday next week, where we are going out to Top Golf in Renton. They have climate-controlled bays, so you're still outside, but there's air conditioning, and you get to hit golf balls into a big field and shoot for targets and play special games, and the bays are going to be catered. There are actually still maybe 1 or 2 tickets available for that, so if you're interested in coming, you can still sign up for that on MTL. Also on Sunday, we are having National Ice Cream Day, and we're doing a Build Your Own Sunday bar in Hawks Nest. So those are the 3 big events that we're doing for Beat the Heat Week. Also, keep an eye on MTL this week. I will be having a surprise snow cone stand that will be happening at some point in the week. So I'm going to post something on MTL the day that it happens, and you can come down and purchase a snow cone from me. And I think that'll be a lot of fun and a nice little way to cool down in the heat, which I'm sure will be persistent next week. Okay. All right, that's the end. Questions? Yeah.
So we used to, and I've only been here since October, so it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
We used to have general manager here, so we could ask some questions like, I know I've seen posted that the building permits have been approved for some of the work around the lodge, but I haven't heard anything from, are you going to be able to give us updates from Shay? Here's when Shay plans to break ground. Here's their plans and all that.
Once we know what's happening to the building, we will definitely be able to give you more information.
Can you ask Paula to find out?
Paula definitely doesn't have the information yet either. Shay has not communicated it to us as of yet because they are the owners of the buildings. But we do plan on doing bi-monthly general manager coffee talks. So the reason that Paula used to run these Summiteer lives was because she was doing both lifestyle and general manager work. Now she is just the general manager and I am lifestyle. So these are supposed to be focused on sort of the events and the lifestyle here at the lodge. But there will be bi-monthly general manager meetings for important facility updates and stuff like that. And once we know what is happening with the Shea extensions, we will definitely be able to communicate to the rest of you. Unfortunately, we're not kept in the loop at this point because they're still making plans on the back end. And they, like I said, they do own the building. So
They've been submitted. I don't believe they've been approved.
You don't think they've been approved?
No, That's what I heard. They've just been submitted to the county.
Yeah. So once we know for sure, we will definitely have more answers for you.
I'll send a note to Paula and ask her to ask Shay
All right.
for updates. What, when do they expect this to be completed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that,
Yeah.
I think part of the reason we haven't heard anything is because I did ask. It's
Oh, you
because
did?
they've been submitted. The
Okay.
county has to do their
Yeah.
due diligence.
I'm sure that the permitting process is quite long and extensive. And I do believe that they got submitted very recently because I saw the Shea people walking around, I think, last week.
That was my first suspicion.
Yeah, I think I saw them last week. So it hasn't been very long. Right? Yeah, people that are regulars at the lodge definitely spied them walking around doing their little surveys. So, yeah, of course.
Can you have an obnoxious qualification from the also English major? Is that bi-monthly or semi-monthly?
Bi-monthly can be used in either way as either every other month or twice a month. If you look it up, it's actually super annoying and it says that it means both things. So bi-monthly, when I am using it, it means every other month. Yes. So Paula had one last month and I will definitely remind her to get one on the books for August. Anything else? All right. Thank you all so much for coming as always.
Thank you for doing it.
Of course.